coming on and we're live.
All right, so welcome to More Dressed Up Me, because it's our 13-year anniversary today. We've been married 13 years.
Yes.
This is my husband, Joshua Fontanilla.
Hey, everyone.
And this is me dressed up nicely, so enjoy it while you have it, because my last live was in my pajamas. But this is really important stuff, and even though it's our 13-year anniversary, we have to get on and talk about what happened this week with the Trump indictment, with DeSantis. And if you are sensitive about DeSantis and want to unfollow me or whatever because you don't like what I have to say about him, first of all, you're in a DeSantis cult, so get help. Secondly, just get through this. We can just agree to disagree. You don't have to unfollow me if you're all Team DeSantis now. You can hear criticism about him. I know that everyone else who's pro DeSantis refuses to criticize him. That's a little weird. I can criticize Trump, even though, what happened?
Nothing, don't worry.
Oh, I can criticize Trump, even though I fiercely support him. But it seems like the people that are Team DeSantis just don't know how to criticize him. We have to keep our leaders in check. And how's the sound? Can you guys?
I got one comment on the audio. Let's
Okay.
Make sure we're good.
Oh, it's on mute.
No, that's the other
Oh.
one. That's the other one. It's on these guys.
How's the sound? Can you guys hear my sound?
I agree. Your volume. Bring this up a little bit. See if that helps.
Is it
I
mine?
tested it before we went on.
Can you guys hear me when I go like this to make it better? Can you guys hear me? All right, I don't want to waste too much time on we should just unplug these if they don't work.
You said it's okay, but low.
Low.
Still low.
Okay, too low. I'm sure it's low because people have high tolerance for this.
Not really.
Yeah, let's get rid of these mics. Can we just
Okay.
unplug them?
Yeah. I mean, we can switch the.
Hold on one second. Have patience.
Hold on.
This is important stuff.
Let's see.
This is why we try to get too technical on things. Let's just get rid of the technical stuff.
All right, how's the audio now?
Can you guys hear me?
How's the audio now?
All right, let's keep
See
talking.
if I can wait. Okay, you're both loud and clear on my end.
Okay, sounds
that
good. We
sounds
just
good.
unplugged the mics. We're trying to be fancy and it didn't work.
Uh,
All right, so again, I'm going to reiterate. If you are a DeSantis fan and you can't handle criticism of him, then just unfollow now. I don't need the drama. I don't need the big exit. Just leave. Or maybe you can handle it and you want to hear some more stuff because no one talks bad about him that's a fan of him right now, then yes, you can do it. I don't think Trump's perfect, but I think he is the best man for the job right now, and he's the best at exposing all of the corruption, okay? So how's the sound now? You guys can hear us good?
I hear some good stuff, and we're doing some happy anniversary stuff.
Yes,
too.
it's our
Thank you,
13-year
guys.
anniversary. This is my husband, Joshua.
So,
We're always going to be a little chaotic.
I'm going to be
obviously.
running the comments here, so if I'm looking down, that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, okay. So we heard a lot of chatter. This has it been about 6 months now since Trump started talking about DeSantis in the media?
It's been a few months.
Yeah,
and people
maybe
have been
3
saying,
or 4 months.
like, oh, why are you attacking him?
And there's people that are saying Trump's attacking him out of nowhere. And I thought that was such a dumb take because DeSantis is going to run. I know he's playing coy in the media right now, but he's going to run. And I just want you guys to rewind, think back during Trump's presidency and what happened during that time, because DeSantis went from a congressman to a governor. And he was running against another Republican. I don't know his name. What was the other Republican he was running against for governor? Some guy with an F.
Oh, wait, who? DeSantis was
Yeah.
running against? Oh,
For
yeah.
primaries.
I don't even.
Anyways, he was
Whatever.
behind him. He was behind the other Republican for the primaries here
Yeah.
in Florida.
Yeah.
And
Way behind him.
way behind, yes. And then
like
he
20
got
points.
the Trump endorsement, which basically during that time we all loved Trump because he was
Yes.
doing such a good job as president. And
We
I
were
think
all
some
united,
of us
even on the right.
some of us are forgetting the reason why so many of us were enthusiastic about Trump wasn't because of who he is or a cult of personality. It was because of what he did his 4 years as president. I mean, it was incredible. It was incredible what he did 4 years as president, despite massive opposition, okay? So he gets the Trump endorsement. DeSantis gets this Trump endorsement, does an ad where he has his kids in Trump gear, and praises
yeah,
Trump,
yeah.
and it's just like, I'm a
Yeah.
Trump guy, right? And people are just like, we like DeSantis because he's a Trump guy, and he's
Yeah.
similar. And then he started modeling his style after Trump, because when he was a 5-year congressman, he
Doing all that stuff.
he was very much he was a non-splash making congressman. We didn't
Yeah.
hear about DeSantis as
Yeah.
a congressman
Nobody.
because
Yeah.
he didn't make any splashes. He just went along with whatever the other Republicans were voting for, and that's that. Actually, he has some things that are red flags in his Congress, but I don't want to go into that
Yeah.
in this video. So
It's just a standard neocon.
so he has the Trump endorsement. He wins the Florida governorship, and then we start hearing about DeSantis all the time in the news during COVID. DeSantis became on the names of the left knows who he is, the right knows who he is. People start going, who is this DeSantis guy? He's amazing. He's doing all of this great stuff in Florida. He's just constantly in the media. He's opening up Florida. And that was great. We were like, wow, who is this guy? He's the star governor. But then I want you to think back during COVID, there were 6 other governors that did not shut down their states at all. Not at all. DeSantis actually shut down Florida, did a full statewide shutdown. There were 6 governors that didn't shut down their states at all. Why weren't they in the news? They didn't even shut down at all. You think that during COVID mania, they would have freaked out about these 6 governors that didn't shut down their states at all. No, the news was silent on them. They were focusing on DeSantis.
That's when we should have known something was up.
Yes. And then so Trump 3-4 months ago starts talking about DeSantis in the news, and all of a sudden people are like, he's just attacking him out of nowhere. DeSantis hasn't even said that he's running. Why is he attacking him?
Should we call out the people who were saying this stuff about him?
Sure, if you want. He's meaner than me.
Hey, you're the one who picked the title. DeSantis is a Slimeball.
Okay.
I was gonna go with DeSantis kicks Trump while he's down, but that's why I love this woman. 'Cause
Okay.
she's a fireball. No, but people like Brandon Tatum and
And it was like a switch. It was like all of a
Will
sudden
Witt.
a switch turned on with all of these influencers at
Candace
the same
Owens.
time. And here's the thing about Trump. You're always going to have something to criticize Trump about. Imagine if you watched CNN for 4 years during his presidency, you would have hated him. If you believed what CNN was saying, there's always something that he's going to say, because Trump he tells it like it is. He doesn't hide who his personality is. A lot of these people pretend that they are someone else in front of the camera, and then behind the camera there's someone completely different. Trump is who you meet in person, is who you see at the rallies, is who you see in a news conference. He's the same dude,
Yeah.
right? You're
Yeah.
always going to have, he
Yeah.
doesn't play a part to be the president, right? And I think that American people are sick of that. I'm personally sick of that. Obama did that. Obama played I'm the Mr. Hope, morally upright,
Yeah.
family man.
Sanctimonious.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it means. He
So-
pretends.
So there's always going to be something to criticize Trump about. All of a sudden, like a switch, these influencers, these commentators are starting to diss Trump's personality after 6 years. I mean, we're used to people hating Trump's personality, but all of a sudden, these commentators are mad at Trump's personality and starting to sound exactly like what the left says about Trump. And then not only dissing Trump, but dissing Trump supporters and starting to call us cult and a cult of personality, and we just, we're brainwashed or whatever. And I'm like, what is happening here? Why are all of these people like a switch all of a sudden hating on Trump? Now, they wouldn't be hating on him if they were going to try and support him for 2024. But here's what happened. They were sent to the DeSantis mansion. There was a meeting with all of the influencers at the DeSantis mansion. This happened. And DeSantis is the most corporate funded. The same people that fund Paul Ryan and the Mitch McConnells are behind DeSantis right now. The Jeb Bush people, the people that love that establishment, they're behind DeSantis right now. They had a meeting with all these influencers, and they're getting specific messages right now. Here are the messages that you're going to hear. 1, we need someone who's younger. You're going to hear this message. I love Trump, but we need someone who's younger. We can't have anyone over 80 in the White House. We can't have anyone over 80 in the White House. You're going to hear that message.
That's the talking point.
Yeah, you're going to hear this. The second message you're going to hear is Trump's too much drama. Well, anyone who stands up to the establishment and to the swamp and to the left is going to be drama if they do it in a way that's effective, right? So Trump's too much drama, right? And then the third message you're going to hear is that It doesn't matter who wins. We need to make sure that we're going against the left. Trump, DeSantis, why are you guys getting all
That's
into
the
that
next thing I was gonna
drama?
say.
It's the left that's our enemy. So if you hear those 3 messages from your favorite commentator, they have been told to say that. They're
Yeah.
very careful because they don't want to mess up MAGA folk. They don't want to lose you as a follower. So they're not going to go super hard on Trump. They're going to say things like,
Mhm.
I still like him, but
It's
man,
snaky.
he's a big egomaniac.
It's snaky.
Which is stuff they never said about him for 6 years. You know, if they really believed that about him, they should have started saying it a long time ago because Trump has a big ego for the last 20 years. Like, since I've known who he is.
Mhm.
And anyone who
Mhm.
runs for president has an ego. That's just facts.
Yeah.
And so you're going to see
Yeah.
these specific messages from these commentators. And then they were also saying DeSantis is the bigger man. Trump's out there talking bad about DeSantis and Trump's
Well,
the bigger man. Go ahead.
He's doing the thing that Obama tried to do against Hillary in the primaries. You remember Hillary was attacking when it was Obama versus
Yeah, and
Hillary.
Obama was being super.
And Obama did that thing where he like brushed his shoulders off. He's just like whatever, and I'm above it. Michelle was like, when they go low, we go whatever, right? You know. And so he's trying to play that card. The problem is he's doing that while he's sending his minions to attack Trump.
Exactly. So
and we know.
we know that. First of all, guys, I've been going off on this on Twitter. People are paid for their opinions. They're paid to post an opinion. They're even paid to retweet. I know this for a fact, and I wish they were more transparent about this. You should know that when someone is posting an opinion, whether or not it's paid or not, and it's crazy to me that this even happens, but it happens. I know this for a fact. And these people, I think what the message is getting, I think that they're coming from a genuine place. I think the message they're getting right now is that Trump's done. They're going to indict him. They're trying to indict him with a felony charge in 3 different states. If he gets a felony charge and is convicted, even if they don't throw him in prison, they can take him off the ballot in several states because felons aren't allowed to be on the ballot in states. So this is what these influencers and commentators, the messages they're getting, is that Trump's done. You need to start breaking it gently to your audience. Talking about his character and how he's drama, and look at all this drama that he's causing. And here's big, bright, shiny penny DeSantis. Let's start uniting out of him. And here's $10,000 for every time you post something positive about DeSantis.
That's what they
Notice
do.
how these people will never criticize DeSantis.
Yep.
They'll criticize Trump now,
Yep.
but they will not criticize DeSantis. That's your litmus test right there. Because they should be criticizing him right now for what he is doing to Trump right now, because he has the power as governor to stop this.
I got surprised because even some of the people who are the most never Trumpers, Matt Walsh stuff, and not to say anything like, not to attack Matt, but that's just a fact. He's not a big Trump fan. But even guys like that have come out and they're like, look, Ron, that statement you made, that is not it, which maybe we could get into a little bit of what he said on that interview. But even they are starting to say, like, the way that Ron is attacking Trump, especially right now, kicking him while he's down, it looks bad. It's really bad political strategy. It looks really bad. Americans don't like it when you kick someone when they're down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's just, why he would choose to do this right now, that interview with these little cheap shots at Trump, and clearly, guys, for the people who are saying, hey, I wish there was no fighting against Republicans, guys, the primary's on. It's on now. Like, it was on before, but it's on now. DeSantis has just said, he is just basically declared. He went on that interview and said, I think I could beat Biden. I think I could win the election. Like, you don't go on a national interview and say that when you're he's running. It's very clear.
And then let's go back to the fact that Trump is owed another 4 years. I think it's very disloyal of DeSantis to decide to run right now. And there's people that are saying, oh, Trump is drama, DeSantis is drama. Really, he should be uniting behind Trump and being like, we want to see another 4 years with you. You are owed another 4 years. And now I know that the left is probably not going to let him win. The Democrats are not going to let power go back into the hands of a rogue person, anyone who goes outside their agendas. But that does not mean that we should sit down and not fight, because what's great about the fight is it exposes them. It exposes them. Trump has done so much to expose them. Whether you think he's on their side, which people who think that, I don't know where your head's at, but whether you think he's on their side or not, at least it's exposing all of this corruption that's been happening and the uniparty and these corporate welfare pigs that only care about their pocketbook and power instead of the American people. And that has been exposed a lot. I mean, think about who ran against Obama in 2012. It was not Mitch McConnell, it was Paul Ryan and Mitt Romney.
Oh my gosh.
Do we like those guys now?
By the way, Trump destroyed both of those guys. Their
Yeah.
political career is I mean, they'll never run for president again, that's for sure.
But
So,
they want-
and thank you, Trump, for destroying
And
them.
even DeSantis said he's going to be a Paul Ryan type Republican. There's a
Yes.
quote of him where he says
Yes.
he's going to be a Paul Ryan
Yes.
type Republican.
Yes.
Now, I want you to think about people like me. I want you to think about all the people that left the left during Trump. There was a lot of people that did that. That's why they had to shut down the walk away campaign, because they didn't want evidence that so many people left the left and joined for Trump, because it was like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million people that left the left and joined up with Trump and did the walk away campaign. That thing was blowing up to 1 million people on Facebook, and they shut down the walk away campaign. They took it all away. So there was no evidence that people were walking away. Someone like me who didn't vote for 3 years. I didn't vote for 3 years. I didn't vote for not Mitch McConnell, but Paul Ryan and Mitt Romney when it was against Obama. I'm not gonna do the uniparty thing. I'm not gonna do the whole like anybody but whatever. You know, we have to have integrity, and I'm not just gonna give my country up to the left or to the right rhino person. So those people you can't take for granted. All the people that walked away because of Trump. Because we are not very trusting of the Republican Party. We're not like diehard, I vote Republican for the last 30 years. I wouldn't have voted for Bush. I didn't vote for Bush then, and I wouldn't vote for him now.
So there's a comment I've heard a couple times here that I think maybe we should address. I won't put it on the screen because I don't want to call you out. But it's people who, because I've heard this comment other places, but people who are saying Trump attacked DeSantis, so why is he mad, or why is anyone mad that DeSantis is attacking Trump? So that's something that I've heard from DeSantis fans. You got a response to that?
First of all, if you think that's why he's doing this, that is incredibly petty of DeSantis. So, okay, Trump called DeSantis a few nicknames. Now DeSantis is just going to let Trump get a mugshot in New York and
it's
have
a bit
this
different.
Yeah, I'm like, how petty is that?
It's a big
like,
difference.
if DeSantis is the bigger man, like all of you guys have been saying he is.
And you have been saying that. That's been your talking point, right?
And now he's just going to because he has the power to stop this. You can't just take New York bullies and come and arrest a person in Florida. The governor can stop it and say that there should be further investigation. And if he's so petty and he doesn't like Trump so much right now because of a couple nicknames, and DeSaint is finally not being praised all the time, and we're exposing things about him that you don't know about, like his congressional record, because you don't want to research it for some reason. I don't know what your problem is, but you maybe think it's too long ago, even though he stopped being a congressman in 2018. That's not that long ago. He's exposing things about that, and then is that deserving of a mugshot?
Okay. Couple things, because I keep hearing these comments. First, like we said at the beginning, like Holly said at the beginning, Trump made DeSantis' career.
Yeah.
Okay, he made him. The guy was going to lose the primary. He wasn't even going to be the nominee before Trump came in and endorsed him. So that's one. Then he wrote his coattails and did all those advertisements. I'm 100% Trump with his kids. Oh, Trump says build the wall, reading a book to his kids. Come on, guys. He was pretending that he was Trump all day. Then he goes and attacks him behind the scenes, and Trump knew and starts fighting back. Okay? And so now you're comparing Trump fighting back to DeSantis, going after his primary opponent, to a man allowing the leader of the Republican Party, the leader of the opposition party, to get arrested. These are not the same thing. Like, it's one thing if you're like, oh, okay, I'm just throwing out some jabs. It's another thing like, hey, this guy's about to like get Nelson Mandela and thrown in jail, and I'm going to, while that's going on, I'm going to throw some, this should be bigger than politics right now.
And I
really
think
should.
everyone who's still like, we love DeSantis and he's great, I think you're kind of stupid.
I do.
Yeah, especially
I
after
do.
this past couple days.
I mean,
Like,
come on,
that's
guys.
a huge red
You
flag.
can't see it yet.
Yeah.
They're about to arrest Trump,
Yeah.
and you're still like, "Oh, DeSantis is fine."
Yeah.
What are you doing, guys?
But you know what? It is what it is. Like,
it is what
it's
it is
primaries.
at this point.
I didn't leave the left to join the Jeb Bush party,
No,
and that's
no,
that's
no.
who's behind DeSantis. If you
Jeb
want
Bush loves him. Paul Ryan loves him.
if
They
you
all
want to
love
sign
him.
up for that, and the thing about DeSantis is he wins on the little stuff, the stuff that, and it seems big to us.
Yep.
So we're talking about like the trans stuff, which actually he's not following through with. He gets a bunch of. I'm in Florida.
Everything
we are in
he
Florida.
does, he doesn't follow through.
So he'll have this huge press conference about banning trans clinics. There's still the hugest trans clinic almost in the nation here, where they're still giving girls to double mastectomy, 16-year-olds. It's not shut down, guys.
He's not actually
So he
doing
gets
anything.
he gets all the press and everyone going, oh, he's so great, and then it doesn't actually happen.
Give you another example. They have E-Verify in Florida, and they have no way to enforce it. So what are we doing with a Republican-ran legislature? The whole thing is ran by Republicans here, and they can't get E-Verify to pass. Oh, but they passed it, but they don't actually enforce it. That is Ron DeSantis. He's a fraud. I'm going to go after Disney, and then he lets them keep their tax breaks, and it's just
They just
under a new
changed the name. That's
They
it.
just changed the name. He's a fraud. None of the stuff that he's doing, he actually does. I mean, even though
So with the Disney stuff, they were supposed to dissolve the district, get rid of it completely, like it was going to be under Florida governor control. It didn't happen. They just changed the name, and now he helps to appoint the board. That's it.
yeah,
It's still controlled by
same thing.
Disney. It's
the
still
same
their own place. It's like the Vatican in Italy. They have their own country in Florida. But he got all that amazing press and everyone cheering for him. And it's fluff, guys. It's fluff. And you got to think about. The left gets manipulated by the mainstream media. We get manipulated by the mainstream media too. You have to step back, do your research, look at the facts, look at why this man is being pushed out there as the savior of the Republican Party, that he's going to be the only one that can win. Trump can't win. Why are all the influencers are all saying the same narrative right now? Why did they all turn on Trump within a dime and they all comment on each other's posts too, because they do that, right? They're all being paid. I'm telling you, these people are being paid for their opinions and for their posts. And it's really sad. It's really sad. And it actually broke my heart because a lot of them I respect. And now that I'm on the outside looking in, but I'm also, I have a clear window. You guys have a foggy window, but I have a more clear window because I've kind of seen what's going on behind the scenes, and it's disheartening. It breaks my heart that a lot of these people care more about their money than about being honest to their audience and being transparent to their audience and saving America. So
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you guys. If you're still, on the DeSantis bandwagon and hate Trump and think he's drama, I think you just need to go back to some of his speeches. You need to go back and look at some of the things he did as president for 4 years, because he got tested on the national stage. DeSantis right now has a Florida government that actually all agrees with him. He has, what is it called? His
state legislature.
They're
both
all,
houses,
both houses are all on the right. So whatever he wants, it gets rubber stamped through.
Yes.
He hasn't faced massive opposition like Trump.
Yes.
And we don't.
DC is different.
Yes. And then there's a lot of red flags about him, and I'm not going to go into all of that in this video. I just ask that you please do your research. Don't just listen to your favorite commentator. Do your research. Pray for wisdom, because things are really crazy right now, and they're about to they're debating right now whether or not to put Trump in handcuffs. That's part of it. Is the Secret Service is going to deliver Trump to New York. The indictment is supposed to be filed tomorrow, and then next Wednesday is when the supposed indictment arrest is going to be, and the Secret Service is going to deliver Trump. They're cooperating with the DA office to deliver Trump to New York for these junk charges. Absolute junk charges. Obama mislabeled funds. He did it the worst out of 1.9 million of Obama's campaign funds weren't accounted for. They just 1.9 million just disappeared somehow, and he was fined over $300,000 for this. Fine, that's it. Where's the handcuffs for Obama? Where's the mugshot for Obama?
Yeah.
Why are they doing this to Trump? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. At most, it's a fine.
Yeah.
At most,
This is
if he's guilty.
This is into the Republic stuff,
Yeah.
guys. Like you're mad at Trump and Trump supporters for being mad at DeSantis right now.
Yeah.
When we're like at the
He should be
verge
doing the right thing. I don't care if he's mad at Trump. He should be doing the right thing. And if he can't do the right thing right now, you need to check yourself and go tell him to do the right thing. If
Yes.
you support him and love him and think he's so great, go tell him to do the right thing, please.
it's wrong. Like this is like you don't arrest the opposition leader. Okay, should we put on the screen the this article of this?
Sure.
This okay, let's see here.
Which, by the way, it's our 13-year anniversary.
Yeah.
We already had fun
Remind you
today, so
guys.
now it's time for us to have a little bit of a rant. But this is definitely some important stuff.
Jose, you keep saying we should unite, not fight. It's a primary, guys. It's primary season. This you don't remember 2016? It's primary season.
If
Please
you
stop
wanted
commenting on that.
unity, you would tell DeSantis not to run.
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
That's
whatever.
what really should happen. Because I have never seen more unity in the Republicans and on the right than when we were all rallying for a 2020 win for Trump. That was actually a really fun time.
It was.
And it was really fun when all the commentators were on his side too. It was just a
This
really
got
great
in front
time.
of your face. Let me get
Yeah,
it in
it's
your
okay.
face. Okay. No, now it's better. All right.
Mhm.
So he did an interview. So Ron DeSantis rips Trump's character, chaotic leadership style. Forgive the stuff on the side there. It's just the screen. But some of the comments that he made in this interview, if you haven't seen it yet, it's on the New York Post. You can find it all over the place. But the stuff that DeSantis says in this interview, it's clearly focus grouped.
Yeah.
Clearly focus group stuff. And so he attacks Trump. He attacks his leadership style, which, I mean, why don't you just go to CNN? If that's what you want to hear from your leaders, attacking Trump's leadership style, he's chaotic. Okay, well, just turn on CNN if that's the guy you want. You know, if you want DeSantis to give that kind of message, just go to CNN because you're going to hear the same thing from Ron and from CNN. Okay? Trump got stuff done. Whatever. I don't care. He attacks his leadership style. He had his little comment the other day about, I don't know about how you pay off a porn star. He makes these little swipes at
Which,
him.
by the way, that Stormy Daniels chick, she even admitted that she wasn't with Trump.
She even said,
Yeah,
she
and
never
if you
had an
look at
affair
his
with him.
style of women, that's not his style of women. I mean, that was like, I think her and Michael, maybe it was Michael Cohen's person, maybe that they had a thing going on and conspired and these people are snakes. Like, she
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
wanted attention and money.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he attacks his leadership style. He goes after him with the little swipes, and then he goes after. He says things like that Trump. He makes fun of the sanctimonious names. I don't even know how to spell that. Trying to be like he's a man of the people. I don't know how to spell sanctimonious. And then he just talks about how this is all noise, and I just get things done. And these are the lines that
Yeah.
you're gonna hear.
Yeah.
This is the focus grouped stuff that you're gonna
He
hear
doesn't
from
need
this guy.
to do he doesn't need
doesn't
to
need to
attack
attack.
Trump because he's paying influencers right now.
He gets people to do
DeSantis'
it.
team
Yep.
is paying influencers right now to attack Trump, to put down his character, to say he's too old, all of those things. All
Yep.
the people that got their rise during Trump, got their rise and fame during Trump. If
Yep.
Hillary had won, they would have been nobodies. They would have been working regular jobs. Now all these people are used to getting paid for their opinion because that's a big thing right now on the right. The rise of the conservative, right-leaning celebrity, that's only been this last 6 years.
Yeah.
There wasn't
Yeah.
a time I've been
Politics
to these,
was not fun before Trump.
yeah, I've been to these events now, and it's like rock stars. People are treated like rock
Mhm.
stars, and it's bizarre because it's politics. Like,
I know.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't happening 6 years ago, and they get 5-star treatment, and they're getting paid to tweet, thousands of dollars just to do one tweet, and it's just become kind of I do believe that power and money corrupts, and that's why I was really into Trump, because he's had power and money, and he actually handles it well, and that's very rare to find in a rich man. I do think that it's possible, but a lot of power and money often corrupts, and so it's just disheartening. It's just disheartening to see so many people are disingenuine and are being fed narratives right now that they want to feed to you.
Here's the other thing I want to suggest to you guys to think about. Theory to think about. DeSantis' interview came out today, which means that he scheduled it like probably a week ago, right? It's been going on a while. He's already recorded it. They didn't record it today. It's not how this works. So the indictment for Trump is supposed to come out tomorrow. The DeSantis interview probably happened about a week ago. Trump was talking about it over the weekend. All right, think about the timelines here. All this stuff's happening at the same time. The interview where DeSantis is basically announcing that he's going to run happens the day before the indictment. All this stuff is planned, and then a week later, Trump's supposed to get arrested.
And the
You
main
think that's all
narrative is going to be
coincidence?
that Trump is drama. And the thing is, it's the left that's drama.
No, but think about
Yeah.
this. Do you think this is a coincidence? No. Someone on DeSantis' team knew what was going on at the New York District Attorney's Office. They knew the timeline. This is all scheduled to drop at the same time. So while Trump is getting indicted, DeSantis basically announces that he's running. Do you guys see how this works? And takes pot shots at Trump in the interview. I mean, this is unbelievably corrupt what DeSantis has done.
Slimeball.
He has turned, yeah, he's a slimeball. He has turned from the MAGA heir apparent, the one who's, he'll take over in 2028. Maybe he'll be Trump's VP. We all loved him, right? And then he turned into, no, I'm going to kick him while he's down, and I'm going to stab him in the back, and I'm going to try and replace him. And after he made my whole career. It's slimy, and guys, you may not like it if you're a DeSantis fan, but Trump's poll numbers are going through the roof, and DeSantis is tanking right now. He's done politically. Politically, he's done. It's not happening. He will not be the nominee. You could just take that to the bank. I mean, that was so stupid.
He won't be the nominee, though, unless they try and get felony charges on Trump, and then he won't be able to be on the ballot. And that's very possible. And that's why DeSantis should be stopping this instead of, taking shots at Trump this week, which is unheard. It's just sad. But
yes.
like I said, if you're cold on Trump, I think that you need to just go back and look at some of his speeches, look at some of the things that he did 4 years as president. He's not drama. He went every single day during the COVID craziness. He was doing press conferences and handling all of these snotty, evil reporters like a G, right? It was crazy. I mean, he faced one of the worst tests I've ever seen a president go through in my lifetime. And they were trying to take that man down in every way possible. And now people are going to say that his character is bad when he has had to, I don't know. I don't think I can handle what he's gone through. I would be slandering these people like crazy all the time, the way that they have turned on this man. So I don't know. I think you guys just need to stay vigilant, judge by the fruit. Don't go for the hype and the smoke screens. Right now there's a big smoke screen over DeSantis. Think about all the other governors in this country who have done great things in their states, and they never get press. You don't even know their names. They really want you to only be clapping for DeSantis right now. None of these other governors, none of these other people that could be. I mean, if we're going to go for another candidate, I'd rather have, what's his name? The guy that grilled Fauci. He's a senator, I think.
I'm not sure. Well, a couple people have grilled him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's famous.
I like Trump Jr. after this.
Yeah, Trump Jr. Someone else. Who else?
Well, there's like Matt Gates.
No.
And then there's like
He's got a
Jim
nice
Jordan.
accent. He's got an accent.
Oh, you're talking about the guy with the southern accent, the southern guy?
Rand Paul. Thank you, Rand Paul. Thank you, Tina.
Okay.
Way to come through. I didn't know Tina's not here. Wait, can I see that? Make sure that's Tina, the Tina I know.
Oh, hold on. We're both touching it.
Okay. We got a lot of comments.
Yeah,
it is the Tina I know. Thank you, Tina. So yeah, Rand Paul. Someone else. I don't want a neocon. I don't want a Jeb Bush back person. I don't want someone who's going to deceive me again like Obama. I'm not going to do that.
We just don't need a Bush type.
And
we don't need a neocon who's like, who, well, I won't even talk about Ukraine, but.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about Ukraine and
YouTube
DeSantis.
might get mad at us.
Yeah, and you can't really say anything bad about Ukraine.
Just look up DeSantis and his history with Ukraine.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
And so I think that's the reason why they want you focused on the little things, because he'll he'll go lockstep in line with all the globalist stuff.
Yep.
And
Endless wars.
Yeah, and
Yep.
so that's something you guys need to think about as well, and that's why you need to research his
Yeah, I
congressional
mean,
record.
if you like endless wars, if you want to go back to the Bush era and Cheney, if you like endless wars and sending our men and all of our money out to to the middle of Europe and all that kind of, if that's the kind of thing you like, sure, then DeSantis is your man. But if you like most Americans, if you want to end foreign wars and all this kind of stuff and just be strong but not like overthrow countries, things like that, then yeah, you probably want Trump, like most Americans do.
And also, like I said, I'm going for the guy that all the evil people hate.
Yes.
They hate him. I've seen
Yes.
puff pieces about DeSantis on CNN. I was like, what's going on? All of a sudden, there was this puff piece when he won governor this last time. There was this beautiful puff piece about him on CNN, and I'm like, what's
for
going
DeSantis,
on?
guys, wake up.
Yeah, because they just don't
Wake
want
up.
Trump, and it's not because of his character, it's not because of his personality, it's because of who he exposes, and they don't like that he's finally exposing these disgusting 40-year politicians, 30, 40, 20 years, who've been making billions off of corrupt deals with American people's money. I mean,
Yep.
think about Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell and all of these that Trump is really good at calling out. And then the last thing I want to go into is Trump's character. A lot of people ask me, why don't you criticize Trump? Why don't you criticize Trump? I do. There's some things I don't agree with him on, like some of the things he did during COVID. But I personally like his character. I am so tired of seeing these fake politicians
Yep.
that are one thing in front of the American people and then they're fake. They're completely different behind the scenes. I think he's funny. I think we need to laugh right now during all of this chaos. I'm actually really picky on my comedy. I don't think most people are funny, and I think Trump is really funny. Like, he makes me laugh. And I like that we have someone that can make us laugh. American people need to laugh. DeSantis is like Mr. Rogers. You're not gonna laugh at DeSantis. Like, he's not gonna crack us up and give us a speech. The other thing I like about Trump's character is that most of us have met him, have seen him in real life.
Yeah.
He's really there for the people.
Yeah.
I've gone to 2 rallies and seen him in real life. I was
Guys.
at the White House,
Yes.
and I've seen him in real life.
He's willing
Yeah.
to get arrested for this country.
Yeah, I know. That's
While
true.
Ron's funding endless wars and,
Yeah.
and in bed with Jeb Bush and all. Oh,
So
come
I've
on.
met him. I've seen him in person. I know. He's very accessible to the American people. All these influencers that got their rise during Trump, he sat and ate meals with them in Mar-a-Lago. He let them do fundraisers in his castles, basically, that he has. He let them use his hotels to do fundraisers and all of this stuff to benefit themselves. And now they're turning on him. So I'm a bit disgusted by these people. I just am. Because they just want to stay relevant. They want to stay going along with the crowd or whatever the establishment wants. But this is just a crazy time. Trump's character, there's a reason why I don't diss him that much, because I think his nicknames are funny.
The
Like-
best comment of the night.
Yeah.
I love how Trump says China.
China, yeah. And he's sharp. Like, he could just... And it's not... I just haven't seen someone like him in a long time in politics. And I don't think we'll ever see someone like him again. That's why I still support him. And I'm heartbroken that they're about to try and get a mugshot of him. And all these nasty leftist banshees are going to be celebrating in the streets. It's going to be...
But
ugh.
I gotta admit, that mugshot's gonna be lit.
We'll see. I don't know. They might try and frazzle him before they do.
Yeah, maybe they'll try. But I mean, part of me thinks that Trump is allowing this to happen.
No.
Just so
It's
he
not-
could get this little smirk mugshot.
No, that's not happening. That's
I'm telling you, it will be like the most gangster mugshot of all time for Trump.
yeah.
If he comes back and wins after that, and it's like, okay, this guy is generational. But I'm just being funny. Yeah, but it is. I mean, not to make light of it, it is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy what's going on. It's crazy, and it's insane that the entire Republican leadership isn't just like flipping out and united behind the fact that you should never jail the opposition leader, the leading candidate, against the guy who's running for president against the guy. It should never happen.
No, and especially
regardless of your politics.
especially for something like this.
It should never happen.
This is just
And you
silly.
people who are just like, oh yeah, but Trump made fun of him. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
If you think the man should get jailed, just because he made fun of him. I mean, check yourself. That's yeah. You can make fun of each other all day. He can make fun of Trump back. I'm not going to get mad at him for that only. But the idea that he's just like, whatever, you know, let the
don't
guy
have
get
the
arrested.
time.
Yeah, no, that's gross.
Anyhow, pray for our country. It's a crazy time right now. Thank you so much for joining us on this live. It is our 13-year anniversary. We took the time away from sitting on the couch. No, we went and had a nice dinner. That's why I'm dressed up a little nicer, and to come on here and talk about this. But I just want you to realize there's a lot of people that are being really consistent, like Dan Bongino,
Yes.
DC Drano, even the guy that Tyson, or he's the guy that's really funny with the MAGA hat, black guy. I forget his name. He has Terrell. I don't know. He does.
Oh
pancakes.
yeah. Terrence K.
Terrence K. Williams. Those people are staying consistent, and they have really good messages right now. So I've really been into Dan Bongino lately, just listening to his take on stuff. He's straight and narrow, and the people that are wishy-washy, that all of a sudden out of nowhere just started dissing Trump's character. Be wary of those people, because Trump's character could have been dissed for the last 20 years, and now all of a sudden they're just like, oh, we don't like the nicknames. Like, come on, guys. Like, you could have said that 6 years ago when he was giving nicknames to everyone 6 years ago, like Pocahontas. But yeah. Anyways, God bless you guys, and thank you so much for coming to this live. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I think that's what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
All right. God bless you guys. Bye.